afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of Strike, Defender over the Fallen, Widow of Hitler, 1 versus 1 on Simwaski between Chillty here, fighting for the Soviet Union for the glory of Comrade Stalin, and the 85th Rifle Corps holding the line here as the Germans, under the command of Sebastian the Lobster, charge forward into the name of the Reich, with the 3rd Panzer Grenadier Division, with elements of nearby Panzer Division providing support. We got a neat choice by way of elite troops for him. Elite Truppen, we've got Mortar, counter-attack, and shock motor here for Chillty. All infantry bulletins, we've got armor, anti-tank and Molotov bulletins here for Sebastian. 2 grenadiers here starting up for him. Both sides, of course, going for the fuel right off the bat. In that regard, it's a pretty common move there, of course, on Simwaski. Conscripts there arriving for Chillty, so no early building there for the Soviets, at least not for the time being. Conscripts moving out. Further conscripts arriving there. Almost got the fuel there for Sebastian. Grenadier moving forwards, clutching their rifles. Where's the Soviet ones? So they're also doing that, really. It looks like here Sebastian is, not Sebastian, but Chillty's heading into the village here. Setting up secure positions here already, right off the bat. Few there secured. Overall gaining most territory. I mean, of course, that is pretty common for the Soviets, unless the Wehrmacht player does go for dual pioneers, and the Soviets will generally get more territory right off the bat compared to their opponent. MD40 there following up Sebastian, who's by the way now rushing up here to secure the point there, lending this point to the Grenadiers following up on them. Sandbags camp here looks like Chillty's already preparing the battlefield here for what he's expecting to be the main centre of attention, setting some sandbags here to allow him to secure the victory point, but also sort of, serve a sort of a nice strong position here. Interestingly enough, a bit rare to see that, but actually pretty clever move there by Chillty. We got the MD42 arriving for Sebastian, schweres MG42. Grenadiers sneaking up here, going to deal with those engineers probably, though probably on the rest of their engineers. So actually we got engagement here, conscripts on the pioneers. Pioneers going to have to fall back, while the conscripts are rapidly moving in. We got additional conscripts there for Chillty, no upgrades for them by the way, no Molotovs or anything else. Mortar then following up here for Sebastian, Granatenwerfer. Guys holding up in the church, holding up the conscripts, more conscripts moving up, they could take up positions in the building. Pioneers falling back here. Dieter lost his life. And we get a bit of further shooting there. MG42 moving up. Engineers here falling back, and going to secure the victory point there. Pioneers looks like they'll just try to sort of keep the conscript at bay, buying him time to sort of deal with things over here without the conscript being able to sort of move in. MG4 shooting up position in the church, then going to fire up there in the conscripts. Mortar, of course, going to be vital here, then dealing the dark end position here of Chillty in the northern part of the village. Let's say versus the engineers. Engineers are only a bit state. The Grenadiers might be able to finish it off. We got a second MD42 then running there for Sebastian. Conscripts getting shredded by the MD42, moving up here. Still not great there for Chillty, and there we go, more conscripts arriving. Grenadiers in actually not good state there. Need to fall back. While the mortar is finally arriving. There's a need to retreat by the way fully. And there you go, Pioneers got up with the conscript cavalry. They will also need to retreat here. And there we go. Mortar firing away. First shot though, rather a dud. Second shot not quite doing much either. He is barraging though. Almost got them, almost. Not really look good here for the MG4 Germans. Basically versus 2 squads, they're both in heavy coverage, only means you can't really get much damage in nor suppression. And plus, in fact, now there's another there. So overall, the MG4 needs to fall back here rather rapidly unless Sebastian fancies either losing or even handing it over to his enemy. There's the reinforcing. Rifleman ready. Point up there being secured. Might have been better to have left the back to the Pioneers and have the additional guys in support up there. Going straight for the fuel point here. Chillty playing very aggressively, going up some sandbags to sort of help here as well. Nicely done there, nicely done there. Chillty certainly having good faith in the sandbags. Certainly one thing I actually forgot to mention in the state of the balance So players are beginning to use sandbags a lot more than they actually ever previously sort of really did, which is overall pretty interesting as well to note. And his little addendum there, if you will. And before it's reinforcing, take-up going on there, Pioneers going to move in here, using probably the Pioneers to draw fire. We'll have the Grenadiers real close. We got a flamethrower. Oh, but the flamethrower immediately burst open. Terrible out there, but then again with the Pioneers being focused down, that was bound to happen practically. And there's just, you know, save the munitions up for example for stun grenades we see here. Though rather leaves most of the units stunned. God damn it, Fritz! Watch where you're throwing! We're not Russians! Well, Heinz is a bit Russian, but you know, keep an eye on him while you sleep. Larger push going up here, constantly a bit depleted though. Getting to cover. It's not quite got munitions there for the rifle grenade. Otherwise, he could maybe use that to flush them out. Pulling back. MD4 could use the support. We got an additional gun. Despite having checked out a army, would say no, rather he should have gone for the light to make another company, then gone for something. And Chillty's floating in an awful lot of manpower here. That's definitely something you should look into, you know, sorting out. Mortar going on Church, MD4 up there at a rather close range. Second MD4 moving up, and apparently the MD4's moving up there, and looks like the comps end up falling back. Of all things, even as the gunners themselves do it. Still, Chillty's frontline forces have taken a bit of a thrashing. And he's adding in a heavy mortar, going for guards motor. Looks like some guards rifle elements will be supporting the rifle corps. And there we go, guards rifle joining in as well. Unfortunately, sitting up, and we got another one sitting up here. But catch those MG42s there. Just not quite setting up for. There you go. Almost. A bit dangerous again. Why need to be careful setting up like that on their own. There you go, ultimately got them pushed away. That was bloody damn close. More troops moving out. You really should get a like to make a nice company up, I feel. Or something. Either that or take up rapidly. But there we go, we got the third heavy mortar moving up there, the 120mm. A very popular mortar, since basically the Germans ended up copying it, so did the Finns, the Hungarians, and the Romanians. Which rather ought to say something about it. MD14 needs to get out of the church before the church collapses on it. Almost got it there, Grenadiers moving ahead. MD42 covering here, could certainly delay any sort of advance up through here, though a bit of barbed wire to further forward right might be in here. Got heavy mortar fire going in from both sides on the village now, though Chillty's got the definite advantage there with the heavy one. Not much going here for Sebastian. Needs to pick up the careful with his guns now that they are a heavy mortar firing in there. Got guys engaging conscripts. Need to fall back here, draw them into the MD42. Stun grenade off here, leaving the guardsmen in a bad situation. Might try and flank in there. Guardsmen getting at the back door, and they are retreating. Of course, there's a bit safer path here. It looks like they will be able to escape. He should have drawn the gunners back further, faster towards the MD42, baited them in. I mean, again, at the moment, you're not so used to seeing MD42s being used in buildings against the vet from the Wehrmacht and that gun. You can easily use that to sort of bait him in and caught him there. Of course, it happened there, but I feel it could have done faster without losing nearly as many grenadiers there by Sebastian. He moving up. He needs to be careful, though, of course, with leaving his guys too close with that heavy mortar about. That could easily prove very fatal there for Sebastian. More punish fighting versus conscripts. That's when it's going down to support. MD42 either needs to be reinforced, needs something up to pull back and then reinforced. And looks like here Sebastian is rapidly taking up here. A rush there for something. Grenadiers, spread them out, Sebastian. I'm rather worried about that, but much is wiped there on Chillty, which would definitely hurt him. Almost. And Mortar seems to be occupying somewhere else. And there we go, unit wipe there for Chillty. That's going to hurt, that is going to hurt. He's fallen back here. The MD42 proved to be a good obstacle. And spread them out, Sebastian, spread them out. They are way too close to each other, way too close. You silly person. And there we go. Much too close. And there we go, one unit wiped already there. Got a bunker going up here, interesting enough. Could be a machine gun bunker or a command bunker, though if a command bunker, I mean, right about here I think would also be a good spot, a bit further closer to the front line. Still Sebastian is trying back here versus Chillty. Still a bit risky and losing that kind of escort there. I mean, and that could have been avoided a bit, I think, had he spread out a bit more. Mortar's on the way there for Chillty. Getting an additional pioneer unit there. Like to get up the support armor core following up. And it is a command bunker going up here for Sebastian. Bad position here for the MD42, by the way. I mean, setting up in the open like that. Yeah, in particular with all the heavy cover around and a building right there. That was not very wisely done there. He should have first pulled it back from the fourth and then set up for something right around there or maybe here. That would have been a much stronger position for Sebastian's MD42. We've got the support armor core going up there, a bit rare to see someone, but at the same time, lately I am seeing more players sort of try and rush for the support armor core versus their current opponent. Part why help here. Sebastian, careful there. Mortar firing away. MD42 ready to cover. Grenadiers not the best. And wiped by the heavy mortar. That heavy mortar is really proving lethal there for Chillty. Definitely giving him a good bit of bang for his buck. That's 2 Grenadier squads wiped out. And a lot less infantry there for Sebastian. His heavy mortar now bow in the back position as well. The MD42 not really that well suited to covering it. In that regard, you know, Sebastian needs to sort of look into his positioning of troops and a bit on his cover usage. There's clearly some issues there for him. Mortar going off down the Granatenwerfer. That does need to fall back as well. The MD42 up one. Nice there is, of course, now a bit separate. MD42 needs to fall back here. Rapidly got some Flakpanzer going over the Pioniere. Looks like he's just picking on sort of point blank firing here. Need to reinforce. Come on, schnell. Too late. Looking pretty bad here for Sebastian. Stun grenade going off there, leaving the engineers inside in a very bad position. They go forced away. Guardsmen up north. Apparently have forgotten about the MD42 there. They are taking punishing hits. A Mortar going down here, rain down on Sebastian's position here at the outskirts. And there we go. Chillty making a run there with the Granatenwerfer. While the heavy mortar provides covering fire. Got a few units sort of hang about here and again. Going for the fuel point. Nothing is done for some sort of, well, prevent Chillty from able to use the heavy cover there. But he could get a Stug now. He could wait a few moments for some, get a Flakpanzer and then rush it out versus Chillty. Might be able to work out if used correctly in the time being. And there we go. It is available. It is available. There we go. Conscript units forced off. Well, if he's thinking about getting something like a Flakpanzer, he should do it soon. I mean, the faster he can get that out in the field, there we go. Flakpanzer on the way to sort of take advantage of Chillty's current play. Of course, he must be expecting him to go for doctrinal armor, which again is what some players still continue to do. Field gun on the way there. Looks like Chillty maybe is expecting some kind of armor to hit him. Understandable enough. Unfortunately, trying to leave with the conscript, not really good position to get out in the open versus a unit in heavy cover. That is a bit risky there from Sebastian's side. Still pushing ahead. He could maybe consider some minefields here and there. Maybe. Flakpanzer almost done.
Has arrived.
And there we go. Austrian Flakpanzer. One of 3 different designs based on the Panzer IV out of anti-aircraft tanks. So the first model was the Mobilwagen, which either had a flak feeling on the same 13mm gun or rather different turret. And of course there was the Wirbelwind with its flak feeling fire. Now, Pioneer wiped out. Sebastian is suffering heavy infantry losses. He does seem to take his opponent's mortars lightly. And also has a bit of issues there with his unit preservation. Demo chart probably down, but get those Pioneers out of there, Sebastian. Oh dear. He keeps on doing it. Doesn't he? At the same time, Flakpanzer here. Apparently it's too close to fired scans. I actually wasn't aware that could happen. There you go. Might get the conscripts. Hopefully. No, does not decide to pursue them or anything there. That was bloody close, though. I think had Sebastian paid a bit more attention, for example, hadn't sent in those pioneers a bit too close, he might be able to just quite quickly finish them off. costing Chillty another conscript squad right there, but that was bloody close. Mortar here dealing with things. MD42, they're holding back the conscripts, serving as a nice obstacle there for the Soviet army. But field guns are up, so of course Chillty is now of course prepared a bit for the Flakpanzer. Of course, the question is, what should Sebastian do next? Fuel cache might be needed to sort of help further up the armor rush here he's playing at. More grenadiers would also be good. I mean, he's rather short on infantry at the moment. Quickly getting some grenadiers, maybe quickly them give air for the fleets would actually do him pretty good. Got anti-tank grenades here, and there you go. Conscript taking some rather unpleasant hits there. Might see a wipe there. 5 kills. Mortar crew also rather exposed here. Almost got the conscripts. Field gun there covering. Got missing, and there we go. Conscript squad wiped again. That is the second conscript squad there that Chillty has lost during this battle so far. 10 kills on the Flakpanzer. And it is time here for the mid-game analysis. Current situation, Sebastian is suffering rather intense casualties. That's definitely going to be something he's going to have to do something about, otherwise he's very much going to bleed up. More infantry is needed. One grenadier squad is not going to cut it. Quickly get another one, get some gewehr for the fleets, just add a bit more punch there versus Chillty is going to do him good. Otherwise maybe a fuel cache, and otherwise getting some extra armor out soon enough. For Stooks to support the Flakpanzer would be a good choice. Range would also just, you know, be some quicker armor. He's certainly also closing in on the 10 point. And he should at this point know he's facing off against Guards. Mortar, he's seen no other armor, so T-35 should be the key. So either that or he should check back and get some Pack 40s, maybe a Teller mine in a good spot there to sort of prepare for it. Either way, that also needs to be part of his thinking right now. Of course, if he goes for light to make a nice company, Panzer Grenadier could also be something to work for. Either way, though, something needs to happen. In the meanwhile, though, he needs to get in as much damage with his Flakpanzer as possible. Get as much infantry damage, maybe even see if he can't wipe some small infantry squads there and gain a bit further lead in that regard. So once the T-35 arrives, they have less to support them and less to grab territory, which would definitely be a positive outcome there for Sebastian. For Chillty, it's about, well, not losing too much of the Flakpanzer while he waits for the T-35s. I mean, it's a bit of a risky play, but so far it might just work out if he plays his cards correctly. More infantry will be needed, either some Guards riflemen or some more conscripts. Mines would be good here and there. Demo charges could also work. Otherwise, more pressure towards the fuel point would be a good move there for Chillty, though he might need something to deal with the MD42 there. Otherwise, flanking here and there sort of further apply pressure to Sebastian's sides and flanks. And otherwise, been good use of the mortars he's managed to sort of acquire and pilfer. The more damage he can do to Sebastian that way as well is good for him. Otherwise, of course, himself should also know at this point he's facing off versus Tiger Ace, so he should also begin making some plans for that, which of course involves mines, maybe more field guns, or taking up for an SU-85, just in case. I mean, after those T-35s, otherwise, I mean, he could very much be caught in a bad position with that. And he should know it because he has seen the stun grenades, and there is no other doctrine that has stun grenades. There's no sleight of hand here. There's no, attempt at a fake out. If you see stun grenades, he's got elite troops. There's a Tiger coming. And I mean an ace. You're gonna see up mines there. M40 taking some hits. Flakpanzer rushing in. Could actually flank the Guards. No! Ah, what are you doing, Sebastian? You could easily gun behind the cover. Stepping up here and actually getting some cover in the way. That was perhaps not so wisely executed, I would say, by Sebastian. Getting buttoned up. Pioneers bring up support. Cover being wrecked. Finally getting off some hits. Grenade off of the Pioneers. That was a bit of a butch assault there by Sebastian. I mean, not taking the directly immediate and obvious part there, I would say. Though, of course, that might just be my opinion. Field gun moving up. Oh, it's there, actually. I managed to look at it. Getting some more hits there with the Flakpanzer. Field getting off hit. Oh, conscripts rolling hit. We got the infantry coming from there. It needs to fall back, and the Flakpanzer is in dire need of repairs. Though, of course, with the command bunker here, the Pioneers can easily reinforce, and the MD40 could also actually rapidly fall back and reinforce as well. Grenadier moving up. Still no more infantry for Sebastian. But he's got a light to make it as a company. Panzer Grenadier would be a good choice for the time being. Also get both Pioneers repairing that Flakpanzer. Sebastian. Bit of harassment here with an MD42. I think that might be pushing Sebastian's luck a bit much there. Could easily result in something bad for him. Meanwhile, Chillty advances here with his mixed mortar battery, providing covering fire and overall bad news for Sebastian Barlow, who was not unable to pull back to him before in time. Need to get those pioneers out of it. In fact, he's getting more pioneers, it would seem, relying I think a bit too much on the flamethrower at the moment versus Chillty. And not speeding up the repairs on the Flakpanzer. I do feel that is also a bit of a miss there. Quick rough grenade here and almost got the consequence right. Almost. Flakpanzer is almost done. Now he's finally gone around to focus on more pioneers from Peng, but at the same time, Chillty now has T-35s and Sebastian's flooding manpower. Really should have gotten some Pack 40s out by now and some Panzer Grenadier. But there we go, T-35s rolling in. Soviet Armor. Probably sent in from an independent tank brigade, which was something the Soviets worked with. Small independent tank units that could be attached wherever needed.
We need to re-establish our supply lines.
I believe the Americans and the British also worked with similar concepts, whereas in the German army that was not a concept, partly because they couldn't, you know, get that many tanks. The closest were basically they detached tank units from a division, so to be attached wherever needed. Flakpanzer there falling back, Grenadiers falling back as well here for some reinforcement again. I mean, to make good use of the command bunker, I mean, that's nice for him, that's good. And again, does save him a bit of time and also allows him a bit more fighting power around here, though again, part of me would say a more forward command bunker would have helped overall in the longer run. Also, not giving his opponent that mortar. Pack 40 throwing additional Grenadier as well, getting them a Gewehr 43, there we go. Closing, veterans one there for the Flakpanzer. T-35 moving up, and looks like, there we go, striking straight at the mortar crew there with his anti-aircraft tank. Which, by the way, was an overall rare concept in any army throughout the war. The most produced one for the Germans was the Flakpanzer 38T Gepard, which used the 2cm cannon, which is basically the Panzer 38G chassis. Pioneers need to retreat. Again, Sebastian ends up losing a flamethrower tank and a pioneer like that. There's flanking in a bit recklessly again. It seems like they hit a mine. T-35 was also causing rather drastic casualties there. But he's got there, just one of the Flakpanzers, he's got 70 kills on it. He could go for a Panzer IV, or he could actually go for 2 Stugs, which would give him a lot more firepower than one Panzer IV right off the bat. Though, of course, would also be a bit more tricky, but still would work in some regards. But there you go, Panzer IV on the way, more durable. Certainly offers Sebastian some options. Conscripts, T-35 moving in. Bit of Flakpanzer fire. Chillty, there we go, looks like he's going to harass down south again. Then we got some MD42 again. I mean, he rather should be using that to support his other stuff out in the centre rather than be using it sort of more independently. Again, the MD42 is not so great on independent use. It's not without something rapidly ready to take over just in case something goes wrong. Even with its fast reaction rate, it's not really something I would recommend. Though it does help it. And of course, in a situation like this, does give it a bit the upper hand there versus Chillty's conscripts. I mean, that guy, you know, Sebastian is trying to get something more out of it, which is certainly interesting to watch. But again, it is something I am finding myself having a hard time really condoning. Got more demo charge here up from Chillty to blow up any units. Certainly damaging what little infantry Sebastian's left is certainly going to be good, and certainly wiping out even better. Got a Panzer IV to support the Flakpanzer now with 20 kills. Mortars keep gaining kills, 4 there, 12 on the heavy.
forces are neutralizing a sector.
He should, by the way, support that Panzer IV properly. At least having the Flakpanzer behind it would work out, I think, reasonably well. Sebastian does have a slight victory point.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
MG43 again being used on the zone, but now we've got something much easier to do with it. A T-45, and the MG42 really won't have anything to do with that. Engaging up here northwards, Panzer IV between it and a T-35. Panzer IV getting off some good hits there versus the Soviet tank. Before rolling back though. MG42 there being rushed off.
Need something built? Conscripts AT gun here.
We are as ready as we can be.
Flakpanzer, careful Sebastian, looks like he might be trying to do a bit too much here.
Enemy forces
Leading to some free shots there for Chillty. Panzer IV and Flakpanzer could also do with some repairs here. Infantry assault going in here, Canadiers with Gewehr 43s, and MG42's got the Flakpanzer straight here at the field gun. That is extremely ballsy here. But considering how low health it has, it might actually work out, but it's going to need some repairs. I mean, it's not going to last much longer. It does need to get away as well. Panzer IV moving in. Needs to be careful. That demo charge. Scheisse. Back 40 they're supporting here. Panzer IV needs to get away. Pop smoke. Get away. Disengage. Disengage. Sebastian, disengage. Lost his grenadiers as well. The veteran 3. Ah, Scheisse. T-34 moving in. He should have popped smoke. He should have popped smoke. Russian tank charges in. Lunges at the Flakpanzer like a stalwart warrior and drives straight next to the... Oh, demo charge getting knocked out here. This is just a catastrophe for Sebastian. Partly devised by his own hands. Partly they're also devised here by Chillty. Both demo charges here doing quite a handsome work. They're damaging both tanks. So very nicely improvised anti-tank charges there, if you will, by Chillty. Probably wasn't what he intended, but certainly they gave him quite the upper hand. And now again, Sebastian is very much bled out. The situation is terrible. He might put his last hope there in a Tiger Ace from the Schwerpanzerabteilung to provide the support needed. And there we go, the ace has arrived. A last throw of the dice, it would seem. If he can do it, it might work out. I mean, in that regard, Chillty has prepared himself for it. Then again, he could be able to kill in another pair of T-35s. Combined with might be, then there might be a slight chance. MG42 again in a bad position. Sebastian really needs to work his MG42 handling, despite, otherwise aggressive play. But as the game progresses, there's clearly some issues with it. But there we go, got the ace moving in, firing its machine guns and its 88mm gun there, causing Chillty's infantry to run in fear. Run! It's a tiger! For once! Need to quickly clear out that field gun. There we go, dealt with. Target weak point on the T-35, stunning it, then pulling back. Bit wasted there, I feel. Maybe it was the other field gun there that compelled him to pull back nonetheless. We need to get some troops there to support and take territory. Pioneers need to be there and reinforcing, and of course, at the same time, with the calling of the ace, his manpower income has dropped notably. So of course, in that regard, Sebastian is really sort of betting all on the ace being able to turn things around, because he won't be able to otherwise build up a force at any reasonable rate now. Though he should get around to recruiting that MG42 and turn against his opponent. Again, once more for Deutschland.
Awaiting command.
Field going there, taking a nice shot there from the ace. Another shot going in there from the Tiger Ace, down to half health. Almost got the field gun, almost. Almost. One more shot. And there you go, target weak point next to target there. T-35 stunned. Again, might get it, might get it. The ace, though, is taking quite a bit of damage here. But it is holding on. T-35 there, kaput, popping smoke before pulling back. So got one tank, but Chillty should be able to rapidly replace them with a fresh pair. There are 10 kills already here. The Russians have taken a beating, but certainly Chillty's forces are otherwise quite strong here. And despite what some players would like to believe, just getting a tag race is not instant victory. Anyways, Glen's moving ahead. Engineer's in a bit of trouble there. He might be able to get the other field. In fact, he might want to consider recruiting it. The more anti-tank weapon he can gather there versus opponent, the better. But already Chillty's infantry is marching forwards and ensuring that will not happen. Then he's going to have to fall back. Then we got the heavy mortar still there, being ever the threat alongside the regular mortar. Going for the victory points as well, and certainly another threat for Sebastian. And again, the current forces got, and again the Tiger Race is going to have a very hard time maintaining territorial control. He's still not recruiting to 42. Oh dear. Oh dear.
T-34 ready for combat.
And there you go, another pair of T-35 summoned up to support the Rifle Corps in its counter-attack. Now that the 3rd Panzer Division's assault has faltered. Faltered. There you go, there is nonetheless an ace being repaired. Still not recruiting that MD-42. The more he can do to stop Chillty's infantry, the better.
Good work, comrades. This now belongs to us.
Got the T-45. Nope, by the way, what he's doing, he's taking the most open route. He's not sort of trying to advance them through the village where the ace was basically better giant plus the back 40, sort of slow them down and turn things to his advantage. Rather, he's trying to take out in the open route where he can more usefully use his speed and numbers versus the ace. In that regard, Chillty is very much taking the proper approach to how to deal with the ace if he's going to have to use tanks to do it. I mean, otherwise, if he was going to move through the village, he could very easily end up doing this in the favour of the Tiger Race. Whereas with this, he's going to have a better chance of getting behind it and attacking the much more weaker rear armour.
It is now under our control.
Looks like to use some troop training on those grenadiers. Not a bad idea, by the way, to help Sebastian up. Comes going to fire, and there you go. Another little good move here for Chillty. He's drawing the attention of the Tiger Race, and there you go. Then attacking from the north here. They also got field guns upon here, both shooting. Tiger Race also getting marked vehicle. Chillty getting as much damage as you can on that ace from as many sides as possible. Good job there, good job there. Ace needs to get out of there. Blitz, 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 reverse. Instead, he continues there, and in that regard, that was pretty much it. Got one T-35, but now at this point, Sebastian's pretty much got nothing left, whereas Chillty still got plenty. And there we go, GG, Sebastian surrenders, a victory for Chillty and a victory for the Soviet Union. Pretty interesting fight here. We saw some aggressive play. We saw a Flakpanzer rush there from Sebastian. Was close to working, but overall there were some issues there with Sebastian play, some tactical problems which kept cropping up, which rather allowed Chillty to get the maximum benefit out, for example, of his mortars and the likes, despite, you know, Sebastian doing some good damage and then actually playing something reasonably mobile and such. He kept repeating a few certain mistakes, I felt, which rather kept again giving Chillty a bit of advantage, and Chillty knew how to exploit it. So, you know, when he had the T-35 versus the Tiger Race, I mean, he could easily outplay Sebastian that way. So in that regard, Sebastian does need to improve there, and he needs to work a bit in his unit preservation, also in his unit composition. He was constantly low on infantry for longer parts of the fight, whereas he's had plenty of pioneers. The command bunker, though, good choice, but again, I would have placed it a bit further, maybe up it here, again, a bit further towards the front line. Mines would also have benefited him overall. But otherwise, he needs to sort of work on attacking, splitting out his infantry a bit more, and also choosing a bit more of a proper path on his Flakpanzer when he comes to deal with infantry. Because right here, I mean, going here instead of there was definitely a silly move. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave some ideas for matches as well. If you did, you know, why not subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. You know, send me some feedback in the comment section. And if you feel like supporting the Propagandacast, consider donating. There's the link in the video description. So thank you all for watching as always, and see you all tomorrow. Bye.